Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and I hope that this is helpful to you in some way. I hope that it is insightful and encouraging, and that it comes alongside you and assists you in gaining a greater sense of clarity about something, provides you a sense of confirmation and validation to anything that you are sensing, feeling, and navigating at this time, okay? Please remember, tarot is never supposed to tell you something you don't already know, okay? So when a message resonates, you'll know, and when one doesn't, you'll also know. So take what you want and leave the rest, okay? You're the expert of you, and you have your own relationship with divine energy. So with that being said, let's jump in. What is going on for the Sagittarians out there? How can I be most helpful to the Sagittariuses? Whoa, the sun, baby. Hey. Look at that little owl. It is love and life. It is blizzing. It's like... Oh, man. Oh, this is good energy. It's so good, Sagittarius. Those sunflowers and the sun. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's radiant, it's full of blessings and abundance and prosperity and like just good energy, warmth and joy and radiance. It's at the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Okay, fire energy, more, another card that you lend your energy to, being a fire sign yourself, okay? Look at this adventurous, look at this courageous owl ready to just take on the world. This is cool, Sagittarius. Yeah, it feels very like, I don't even think that's a word, but I guess rejuvenating. I didn't hear it that way. Yeah, but it's rejuvenating, feeling rejuvenated, feeling a sense of adventure, feeling a sense of thrill, okay? Like of readiness to implement the skills that you have gained thus far, okay? This is what the Page of Wands is all about. In the book, it talks about how this Page of Wands is like, look at like learning how to hunt, and is like, it's giving like, when your cat brings you a gift, oh, but it's really like, hey, look at what I did. I love you. I brought you this, So when that would happen, I would always be like, oh, wow, but to them, it's like such a thing of endearment. They're giving you a gift. Anyway, so that's the kind of energy this card is giving. And this whole write-up about this Page of Wands in the book itself, this is the Owl Tarot of the Owls, actually, if you're interested. It's talking about feeling excited, okay? Feeling excited to take action and try out these new skills. So this is pointing to the fact that like you have gained some more knowledge, okay? You've learned some things at this point. You may have even learned some new things. You may be learning new things right now. I mean, we always are, but there's just this energy of being like, okay, I'm ready to put this into action. I'm ready to implement this. Oh man, sorry. I was hugging my cat. Speaking of cats, I have an indoor cat, so she doesn't really bring me gifts. Sometimes she does, depending on like what gets into my place. But yeah. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's fresh. Oh, it's fresh. Sagittarius. It's like, so sweet. It's like tentative and bold all at the same time. Okay. It's like cute. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, elevating, like evolving. And, you know, the page turns into the knight, who is a skilled hunter because of the practice that they've put into it at being a page. You know, mastering those skills. It's one thing, you know, to like intellectualize them, to feel them, and then this is about taking action on them. It's about moving forward with that, and with a lot of love, for self, of life, of others, of course, right? Of humanity. But there also may be like special people in your life that you feel just like a sense of resonance with, that's just really like making your heart go pitter-patter. Really making your heart go pitter-patter, Sagittarius. But ultimately, it's a feeling in you. It's a feeling in you. Your cup is being filled. You are filling your own cup. You are really refreshing that liquid in the cup, right? Like, it feels like stagnancy has been poured out, and freshness and movement and newness has been brought in. Some of you, you know, this could just be for one of you out there, like there's a lot of like indications here of children being born, or your family growing up as well with the page. You know, you could even have you know, smaller kids and older kids, teenagers and kids at the same time, and just like feeling really blessed and watching them grow and watching them evolve and try new things, learn new things, all of that. But, you know, that's, you know, that's specific. But whoever is still here and resonating with this message, it's a sense of filling your heart up again, feeling full in the heart, feeling rejuvenated, feeling excited, and ready to implement this new learning into action. Two of Swords kind of peeking out. Yeah, interesting. There might be like a little hesitation. There might just be like just a little hesitation there. Interesting. Another thing I see here too is like some of you may be like a child may have just been born too, with this little birdie and the sun. And, you know, you're ready to implement this skill set into being, you know, new parents or new again parents, whatever it may be. And it's natural to feel that, like, regardless if you align with that storyline or not, all of you, if you are here still, are at that place of readiness to implement new learning into action and really like shine and express yourself and feel and have gained a deeper love of yourself, of life, of like, it's beautiful. Okay. It's natural to feel a little hesitation too, you know, and, you know, even a healthy pause is healthy, right? With the Two of Swords, it's okay. It's actually really good to kind of pause and reflect and, you know, take aligned action from there, right? Two of Swords can be stagnant, right? It can also create stagnancy. It can also feel like, you know, a stalemate or being kind of overwhelmed or feeling stuck. So that's where I see there's a sense of tipping your cup. Anything that felt like stagnant, there's stagnancy being like poured out, and like fresh, crisp, clear water being poured into the cup, if that makes sense. But again, there is a lot of wisdom and a healthy pause, okay, Sagittarius? Because yeah, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands can just like full steam ahead, and there's absolute magic and, you know, medicine in that, but it also, there's temperance, right? To be tempered. Right? You lend your energies to the Temperance card. I hope it comes out now. What do we got here? Oh, we've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. What? This is such a beautiful reading. Wow. Look at these this flock. These flocks. Look at them gather. Look at them all up in there, flying around. The 6 of Wands is victory. The 10 of Pentacles is generational health, wealth, prosperity. It's having what you need and more, having like your needs met, and you're able to, you know, invest in the world around you with like your personal resources, whether they be material resources or energetic resources. There's just a sense of like just abundance here, and like kind of cup spilling over, even like the cup spilleth over energy. And it's like being seen for who you are, being recognized for who you are truly, you know, in your authenticity. Oh, we've got the Devil kind of showing up at the bottom of the deck. There's just some things that it's interesting. It's like all these little tendrils. It's like it's attempting to try and kind of pull back, you know, and that's going to happen. That's going to happen. And what is helpful in that is awareness, like being aware of when that is happening and kind of bringing that healthy pause to that situation. To be like, I recognize what this is. I recognize what this is. And again, taking aligned action from that healthy pause. And that in itself, I feel, is very like bringing in so much reward. Like you got the Sun, the Ace of Cups. This is like blessings and love and joy and happiness. You got the 6 of Wands, which is victory, success, recognition, being celebrated, being respected for who you are, being seen for who you truly are. And then the 10 of Pentacles, which is like, yeah, health, wealth, stability, security, family, community, you know, being very embodied in your literal physical body and feeling connected to your environment, like natural environment, all of it, and feeling good, feeling a sense of belonging, feeling of belonging. Interesting. Is there any more from this deck? Okay. Let's move on to some Oracle. Oh. Okay. All right, dragons. Wow. This is the Dragon Oracle deck. Cute. So we've got wisdom. Yeah, you have gained a deeper sense of wisdom based on what you have experienced thus far, and that will continue to happen, right? We are always learning, we are always growing, we are like always evolving, right? But there's a snapshot of energy here where it's like, okay, I'm ready to utilize that wisdom, I'm ready to implement that wisdom, I'm ready to like act on it, and also receive and be open to receiving love and joy and success and happiness, and fully being present in it, present in it, not allowing that devil energy to bring you away from it, even though that happens. It's, life, it's about all of life, the full spectrum of life, right? But I feel like this energy is talking about being present in like the good times too, and knowing that you deserve good times, you deserve love, you're worthy of love, you're worthy of connection, prosperity, health, happiness, like all of these things. And it's interesting, right? When we are needing to be like focused on like navigating like a difficult time, right? We're very present with it because we're alert to it. And that's where that like saying like time flies when you're having fun, because it's like, I don't know, there's a sense of flow, but there's also this kind of message here, Sagittarius, of like bringing your presence into these happy moments and allowing yourself to be there, and also knowing that you're allowed to want them, you're allowed to enjoy them, you're allowed to want more of them, and cultivate that more, okay? So yes, you've gained a lot of wisdom at this point and are moving forward with that wisdom, and it's really beautiful. And then we've got the Path card. It's this is assisting in connecting you deeper to yourself and life, like in divine energy, feeling very guided, feeling very connected to the divine flow, the cosmic energies, the universe, source, however you connect with divine energy. There's a real deeper relationship here that's really beautiful, and this is also assisting in you being in the right place at the right time, meeting people, being in certain places, places and things that resonate with you, that are on the wavelength of you, that are things that you are literally calling in, things that you like, energy that you're, for one, embodying. It's like the sense of embodying this energy with Ace of Cups, and also what you are attracting in, what you're calling in. So so many blessings with the Sun here. Woohoo, blessings. Woohoo. What did I do at the beginning? Beep. Just like, my God, it's just, I just was about to say frick yeah, which is really weird, but whatever, I'll say it, Sagittarius. I think you like weird. And that's part of it too, is just like, like there's like the sense of like relaxing my shoulders, just feeling like more and more comfortable about who you are, feeling comfortable like showing more of who you are, with the sense of discernment that comes with wisdom, right? Being discerning and being protective over your sacred energy without being walled off. So we've got Sarah Lakali, Divine Lineage. Ooh, yeah, there it is. It's like feeling this, like feeling this deep connection with divine energy, and remembering remembering who you are at a divine level, and feeling like the power of that, the resonance of that, and how that connects you to everything. You are an essential part of existence, okay? And there's this concept here, this realization. It feels like an epiphany. It feels so good. Like this is the sense of belonging, that you are an essential part of existence, and you have very pertinent gifts to express, to revel in, to share, in authentic ways that are pertinent to this time right now. And it also is a part of your divine lineage to enjoy, to experience joy and ease and happiness, and of course belonging. This is a really big part of this reading, is this sense of belonging and feeling like just that magic of feeling connected to everything. That's that Ten of Pentacles. Everything, feeling connected to everything, the world, like the universe, everything, literally everything in existence you're connected to. And you're an essential part of. And we've got Eisen at the bottom, miracles. There's really beautiful things happening, Sagittarius, okay? And I just saw this like visual of like wiping your eyes and like looking like, is this really happening? Is this real life? Yes. Yes, it is. And it is okay to enjoy your blessings. It's beautiful. It's necessary. Like, please enjoy your blessings. And it's also so like important to want. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to call in more. While being very grateful and present with the ones you're experiencing now. Just feeling this sense of deep gratitude. Okay. Then we've got Mami Wata, which is naked. So feeling really like, again, authentic, feeling very true. And I heard bear, but it's not like, oh, I'm like, you're not like stripped. It's not weird like that. Or like, there's a sense of vulnerability with it, but it's like empowered in a way that you are being yourself. You're being like, you are liberated. You're feeling liberated in the truth of who you are at a divine level, at a soul level. And there's a sense of acceptance and love that I feel here. And it's developing as well. Like, and that's okay. Like, it's developing. It's always unfolding. But I can tell like you worked really hard for this. Yasigi, live out loud. Yeah, live out loud. Yes. LOL, Sagittarius. There's too many here, but it's actually not too bad, but so we'll keep them. We've got self-sabotage, so that might be part of that devil energy, like trying to kind of and that's natural. It kind of comes up, especially when we're feeling really good and we're feeling like a flow, we're feeling really bright, we're feeling really good, like lots of like working out in our lives, and connections are being made, watching your children grow, feeling connected to your environment, feeling a sense of community, promotions at work, business clients, like just feeling a sense of just like happiness and gratitude in your environment, like feeling connected to nature, whatever it may be. Like self-sabotage can come and ruin the day, and it happens to all of us. But that might be part of that devil energy that tries and thwarts that like flow. It almost like it almost feels like being tripped up in a way where you may catch yourself living out loud. You may catch yourself LOLing, like literally laughing out loud. Like you may be like having a boisterous laugh or having a really good time, and that self-sabotage is like, oh, look at you, But that's where that healthy pause comes in. Hey, I know what this is. No. Take that time with yourself. If you need to take some deep breaths, just bring your awareness to it. Because the more you bring your awareness to these things, the less power they have. They're still going to happen. Okay. There's quite a wisdom and a presence and a power that comes with not allowing them to take over and like thwart that experience, because these are things that are going to happen. And I feel like that's connected to this wisdom card here. Like you look at her and the dragon. There's a real friendship there, and that comes with the wisdom. Like, hey, I know what this is. You recognize self-sabotage, and the more you recognize it, the less scary and controlling it is. So we've got Seven Sisters creativity. This is a very creative time for you, Sagittarius. Absolutely. You are extremely creative, adventurous, expressive energy, and highly spiritual. So there's a lot that I feel creatively happening for you, and a lot that you are creating as well. A lot that you are doing, like creating friendships, creating relationships in the community. There's like kind of a kissing babies, shaking hands kind of energy like here, as well as this quiet creativity in your own space, maybe a journaling or painting or making jewelry or rearranging your house or plants. There's quiet creativity I'm sensing here, like whatever it is. It's like I'm hearing craft. So you privately and you personally work on crafts, and that can be anything, like your craft, your art in any way. Taking that time, and it's really grounding and really connected to this Ace of Cups, is really fulfilling. It's fresh. But I also sense there's a lot of community involvement, getting out, like even just smiling at people more. Hey, smiling at people and saying hello if you want to, holding the door, saying thank you, and the door is held for you. Like, hey, it doesn't mean there has to be any kind of exchange, like racing to hold the door for them. It's just a nice gesture for you to enjoy, for you to feel seen. Hey, that person saw me coming behind them in the door and they held it for me. And we made eye contact. We had a smile. I said, thank you. That was nice. Okay. So then we've got desire, Nagame, desire. This is very Sagittarian. Look at that arrow. There's definitely things that you're calling in that you're desiring. And that kind of self-sabotage can sneak into that too. Like, who are you to want that? Don't listen, Sagittarius. La 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 la. Okay? I mean, bring your awareness to it. Like, don't ignore it, essentially. But again, don't let it take over either. And that's a practice, okay? It's going to go up and down, all right? Allow yourself that fluctuation, that space to fluctuate, okay? But you're allowed to desire things. You deserve good things. You're worthy of good things. Please enjoy the good things in your life at this time. Really feel that gratitude, and it's okay to desire for certain things moving ahead too. There's a lot on this path that is just like waiting for you, okay? And then we've got Asasaya, joy. So yeah, joy, feeling joy. I mentioned that at the beginning. It's like, or at some point in this reading, feeling joy. That is part of our divine birthright here in this, is to experience, well, the full spectrum of life, but that joy is included in that. And so in those moments of joy, fully feel them, be with them, because I sense that there's this energy that connects to self-sabotage, where that self-sabotage comes in and kind of throws a wet blanket on it. And there's very real reasons for these things, right? There is. So like, no judgment, no shame, because I feel them too. And I literally am listening to myself say these things right now, because, when there's been a lot of hard times, there's been a lot of rugs pulled out from under us, things like that. Like, there's certain ways that our brain has learned to, protect ourselves, to all of a sudden to get into that, like, space, and it takes time to kind of unwind that, okay, and kind of bring love to that, even to be like, hey, I see that you're cautious, or these are our anxieties. Our brain is literally like wired to keep ourselves safe, kind of thing. So creating new neural pathways takes time, but it really does happen. Our brains are malleable. Just there's a consistency to it, and a persistence, but a gentleness. You know, I hope that makes sense. I just felt like this like deep breath where it's like all of a sudden feeling that like grip of anxiety and taking that deep breath and just telling yourself it's okay, you know, to like be like, you know, it is safe to enjoy this moment. It is safe to enjoy this moment. And to like thank, you know, this is radical self-acceptance. This is radical self-love here, is learning to love those challenging parts of ourselves. Yeah, because they've kept us safe, and they will keep us safe moving forward, right? You would know, like, if you're in a moment where you're like, all right, like activate that fight or flight energy. But if you know that you were like in that rest and digest space, you're, you know, chill, everything's good, it's like that's the moment I'm feeling here. It's like taking it all in and be like, I am safe and it is okay to enjoy this moment. Taking deep breath work might be really helpful, and grounding, connecting to nature, creating, exploring, connecting. Yeah. All right, let's get to your postcard from Spirit. So, dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. Interesting. Okay, and when I was reading that, I kept hearing like freedom, you know, just kind of releasing that control as well. Like, you know, when it comes to any kind of conflict with another, you know, if it takes two, right? There is multiple sides to things. And what does it say here? Instead of looking for differences, find a meeting place in agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. But then it also talks about like accepting that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. And that's their choice. It's not you, like, especially if you're approaching these kind of difficult situations with this you know, seeking to understand, seeking to find common ground, things like that. There's a kind of like freedom of being like, you know, not feeling responsible for another person's response if you know that you've approached this with, you know, authenticity and compassion and curiosity and patience, and you know, so there's a freedom with that. And then at the end here, which is very much like links into most of this reading, is you're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. Okay, so there's a sense of just, yeah, like being in the right place at the right time, meeting people, places, and things that are on your wavelength, that are enriching your experience, that, you know, you are enriching their experience, and you're learning. There's a reciprocity here, and really kind of gaining deeper wisdom of the importance of reciprocity, even if, you know, even in conflictual situations, if the other party or parties are like really refusing to kind of attempt to find that sense of, commonality, even in conflict, even if there are differences, to kind of seek to understand. That's not something where you are experiencing reciprocity. Okay, but the Six of Wands here, this is about being seen for who you are, being respected for who you are, being recognized, and feeling a sense of victory coming out of the Five of Wands, which is conflict. It's tension. Okay, so you're coming out of like kind of tense energy in a victorious way with your head held high. You know that you've approached this, and even if mistakes were made, or you felt triggered in certain ways, that's part of tension. But I do want to say, Sagittarius, you are coming out of these places with your head held high, knowing more about yourself, knowing more of your worth, and that is leading you deeper into belonging and community and connection with others, yourself, and nature. That is just so incredibly deep and beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful. I send you so much love, and I'll catch you in the next one.